I've used the shotgun and assault rifle. You really need that infinite ammo ability to manage. And that door we just looked at is the way onward, but there's a lot of goodies strewn across this level. It'd be a shame to miss them, because goodies are awesome. And especially because we have this area here. You may have noticed that
I'm in, and I've discovered where the weapons are going.
Upload the data. I'll pass it along to the authorities.
You may have noticed that I went through to the next area from that first firefight on an upper level. You can move through on a lower level, and you will get to this area first. And basically be going through it backwards from where I am now. But there will be enemies here. And there won't be as many enemies upstairs. You'll still have one or two guys up on the water tower. That's scripted. But you won't have the guys upstairs on the causeway. Instead, you'll have one or two guys in that building and one or two guys outside down here by the train tracks. It's much easier to deal with. There's a lot more cover. And they're paced out better. They're not all at once. So I generally prefer the lower track. Though the upper track, if you're just speeding through it, is shorter. That, I believe, is the only minigame in this entire level. Because I am skipping the computers with EMPs. And I think I bypass all of the lock gates. I may be mistaken, there may be another keypad I hack later on, but I think that was it. And of course the game gives us shotgun ammo there. I don't know why, but it seems to always be phosphorus slugs on that goodie there. Every time I play through this level, it's always phosphorus slugs, no matter what weapons I have. Now this is another minor branch you can take. You can either come up on the upper level here, or go down on a lower level. Unlike the previous choice, the enemies are in the same place no matter where you go. So it's just a matter of how you approach it. And I always take the upper path because I think it's better. You got a lot better vantage point. You have more reliable cover. It's definitely better if you're trying to stealth it, because it's much harder for the enemies to see upward than to look down on you and see you. That was my crappy grenade throw. Didn't quite kill this guy, so I have to spend quite a few shots on him, and he just regenerates his armor. So that was a poorly placed grenade. I could have done better. And more importantly, a waste of ammo. You can see my ammo count is in the shitter. They are spamming grenades, because most enemies can't spam grenades, and I Just like that. It's generally not a problem unless you get into a prolonged firefight like this. And with SMGs, pretty much every firefight is a prolonged firefight. Yet another reason not to use SMGs. Yep, out of bullets. Switching again, and I get killed during reload. Don't worry, this is the only death I left in. Fortunately, the checkpoint places us behind cover. There's not much to say about this. So let's try the lower level this time. And somebody immediately sees us. Yeah, part of the problem of using SMGs is you kind of have to stealth your way up to enemies, but then you can't actually kill them quickly. You're gonna have to trade a lot of shots to bring them down. And you're also going to alert every other enemy around. So really, all you can do is try to pick where you want to have the prolonged firefight. You're still going to have a prolonged firefight. You're still going to run out of ammo unless you have invested heavily in SMGs. You're still going to take damage, and you're still going to be pretty likely to die. Well, I don't know about likely. A lot more possible to die than if you were using a different weapon. Yeah, if you haven't figured it out 20 minutes into the video, I really hate SMGs. I'm sure that some people in the thread are going to come in and point out what I've got wrong about them. And I'm sure I do have some stuff wrong about them. I hardly ever use them because I hate them. But, you know, whatever gets said in the thread is probably not going to convince me that SMGs are a good weapon. Yep, not my best cut there. And you can see I'm trying to stay crouched and on this far side of the crane.
Tango squad, moving up.
But you will still get spotted by the enemy. It's basically impossible to stealth this part. Even if you could stealth the level, because at the very start, you know, Mafia guys pour out of the door right next to you. Which is, you know, part of the reason I didn't vote on this. Or I didn't take a vote on this. You really can't stealth this level. At least without being spotted. You can do it without alarms. In fact, I think I do manage to do this without alarms. That's really more a function of the level design than anything else. You know, enemies just don't start out unaware and near alarm panels. You know, that first room had alarm panels in it, but they'd already come out on full alert, shooting at VCI, VCI shooting back. So it's hard to get through this level without being spotted, but really easy to get through it without setting off an alarm. And I'm down to my last type of SMG round. I am doing a slightly better job of conserving ammo at this point, but still, you get a long shot like this, what the hell are you supposed to do? You just have to waste bullets until you manage to hit the sliver of them that's exposed to get him to move.
What the fuck?
And it still takes so long that he goes back to yellow. It's ridiculous. So those of you who have been missing the gadgets,